Today we're going to be doing a hip sequence that is quick, fiery, and amazing for those of us who tend to be glute grippers, have chronic hip tension, really for everyone, right? This is great for people who sit a lot. We're just looking to incorporate some more functional glute training into their lives. So you will need a block or something similar shape and size to use today. We're going to set the block down to the side for now, and I'm going to have us start against the wall, hands on the wall, just roughly in line with your shoulders, and we're going to have our feet a little bit wider than our hips and our toes and thighs wrapping inward. So a little bit of an internal rotation position to start. You're going to bend into the knees, and I want you to feel your hips pushing back away from the wall. And with this little bit of internal rotation happening, I want you to feel the back of your hip bones splaying open. So they are going to spread wide into the sides as you send them back with this slight internal rotation. You might feel a little bit of a stretch right away. If you don't, check in and see that you're not tucking your pelvis under. Ideally, I want you to shine the tip of your tailbone straight back to the space behind you. And we're just going to find a nice breath here, just sending your inhale as low as you can. Think about it passing through your lungs all the way into your rib cage, into your diaphragm, your abdominal wall, all the way into the bottom of your pelvis, right? So it's just traveling down the length of your torso. That inhale is going to give you a little internal stretch as it reaches the bottom of your pelvis. And then as you exhale, just kind of picture that air going back up from bottom to top. A couple more times like that. Just inhaling through the nose, right? We're opening up that space in the back of the pelvis where the fascia, all the tissues there tend to get very restricted and sticky. Makes it challenging for us to move our hips in a way that feels nice and efficient throughout the day. Okay. After your next exhale, go ahead and just come out of that position slowly standing. We're going to grab our blocks. We're going to take it down to all fours. Obviously, pad up your hands and knees however you wish, a mat or any cushioning that you need. We're going to place the block with the short edge against the wall so that the other short edge is approximately at the side of your right hip. Okay? Now, once you feel that contact point, I want you to start to feel as though both of your thighs were pushing away from each other. So right away, kind of feeling like your outer right hip and thigh are pushing into the block. I want you to feel the same thing happening in the left hip. Okay? Once you're going to tap into that, I want you to picture both of your butt cheeks spreading apart, so full opening in the back of your pelvis. You're going to keep that sensation, and all you're going to add is a little float of that left leg out to the side and back in. It's tiny because what we're trying to do is create this opening without squishing or compressing the back of the hips. So if we kind of yank the leg up super high, maybe we see that position a lot, we start to get some compression in the back of that left glute in a way that is not always the most helpful, especially for those of us dealing with just chronically tight hips. Yeah, so think wide into the side. Both of your pelvic bones are opening up away from each other. It's a good visual. Okay, you might start to feel a little bit of oblique work coming on, those abdominals kind of running along the sides of your torso. And that's correct as well. Okay. Now, keeping that same leg going, we're going to open it out to the side, and we're just going to draw a little circle up and around. So, knee is going to come forward a little bit. It's going to open out, and try to circle it back. Right? This is not easy. If we were to get a little bit more detailed with this, when the leg goes out to the side, right, it's a little bit more externally rotated. As it starts to travel behind you, I want you to internally rotate, aka inner thigh turns in, foot goes up towards the ceiling. Okay. We talk about that more in some of the more intro hip videos if you need a little bit more detail on this. All right, and we're going to take one more circle in that direction. And then reverse that. Leg goes up into extension, slight internal rotation, and then open it out to the side. Feel that thigh turn out externally. Right? So as the leg goes up behind you, that inner thigh is trying to spin towards the ceiling. And then as the leg opens out, that inner thigh opens up towards the floor. And that block is kind of preventing us here from maybe compensating in the way that all of us would like to right now, which is to kind of dump into that supporting hip. It is not letting us. So this is a lot spicier than it maybe would be without it. 2 more like this though. Whew, 1 more for good measure. Now, we're going to come off of the knees. Taking that block. We're going to stand up. We're going to place it same way, upright. That right knee is going to be in a bent position. I want you to have your shin a little bit past your ankle. It's okay. It's very, very good for our glutes. It might mean your knee is coming forward a little bit. If there's pain, you're going to skip that. Just move it back a little. If you can tolerate it, I want you to load the front of that foot, the ball of your foot under your toes, a little bit more. Okay? We're pressing into that block. Hands are coming to our hip creases, and we're going to start to hinge forward. Just with a flat spine, your heart is casting out past the toes, and then you're pressing into that right ball of the foot to come up. We reach the heart out. We push into the foot. That is what launches our spine back upright. Yeah, so these are all internal sensations you can start tapping into. Right? Making sure that we are folding here, expanding in especially the back of that right cheek. Okay? For 2 more. Reaching out, 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 heart out, right glute opens. Now, we press down, we hold it, we try to keep this contact point of the block. Turn our hip points away from the wall and back down. That's all that's happening. We turn and open the pelvis so it shines this way, and then we turn it towards the floor. We're not letting that block fall to the ground though. We're trying our best not to. Yeah. Check in with that right foot. All 3 hip points. Pushing down into the floor. Okay. Last 3. 2. Final 1. We turn back to the front. We come out of it. Oh my goodness. Right hip, having a time. We're going to take it down for just a moment. Right, little interlude. Opening up through that right hip. I want you to take the right leg forward, left hip back, left leg back. And I want you to find 90 degrees roughly with your right leg. You're going to press that right outer shin, outer thigh, down into the floor really, really firmly. You're going to keep pressing down as you dip your chest forward. Nice long line. You have hands on your legs or out to the side, whatever suits you best. You're going to reach out only as far as you can keep pushing your thigh into the floor. Okay? Once you get there, I want you to hold it. Keep pushing that thigh down. See if you can do it a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. That leg keeps pushing in to the floor. It doesn't look like I'm doing anything different from the outside. On the inside, I can feel that my leg is continuing to push through the floor. Yeah. And when you can't push anymore, you're going to feel like the opposite is happening. Like your inner thigh, your inner calf, all these muscles are trying to draw up towards you. Again, that leg is not going to leave the floor. You're actually going to look like you're doing the exact same thing, but now you're trying to pull these muscles on the opposite side of what's stretching towards you to pull yourself even deeper into that stretch that we've been doing. Right? So now inner thighs helping to pull you in. For 3, 2, 1. I'm out of it. Give it a little something, shake it out, maybe rock side to side. So much great work in your hip. All right, from here, I'm gonna go to the back wall here just so you can get a different visual. We've got our all fours position with the block around the outside of the left hip. Okay, so we're gonna start all 10 fingers spread, push through the ground, feel your back ribs, hug up towards the ceiling. We're gonna expand through both sides of the hips. We open that right shin out and close it. Right shin goes out and back in. Right, again, we're not forcing any height, nothing like that, right? Just out to the side and back. Yeah, just with a focus on feeling both glutes in the back are still very much spreading wide, trying to push the outside of your left thigh and the left hip into the block, into the wall, right? Pushing towards your wall. Okay. And now we just take that same outside leg, bring it forward a little bit, open it out to the side. When you can't go any more in that direction without gripping, you're going to turn the leg inward, circle it back behind you, and come down. Right? It goes out, spin the thigh, inward, foot goes towards the ceiling, and then come back. Check in with your left hip. Make sure that it is pushing out into that block still. We haven't forgotten about it. Okay. 2 more here. Right? Does not matter how high that leg goes. It matters that you're feeling the thigh turning in its own socket. Right? Let's go the other way. Back. And you can't go any higher without gripping. You're going to spin that leg open. Right? Picture how all of the different tissues around your hips are changing as the circle completes. Right? So the front of your hip is opening as the leg goes back. And as you come around, the front of the hip is closing, the back of the hip is opening. Right? So cool. 2. And 1. Take it up. We're taking it up to stand. Same thing. This time, we've got the right foot forward, the left foot in. Sorry, switch it. We've got the left foot forward, right foot back. We've got our left outer hip pressing into the wall. We've got our toes tucked under. We're going to cast the heart forward. We're going to reach out. We're going to come up. Okay, so now we've got our left foot forward, left outer hip against the block, right foot's back. We're going to load into the front of that left foot, and we're going to pitch the heart forward and then press down to come up. Okay, as we reach out, and our spine is not going in this direction, it's not overly arching either, it's just staying in this nice kind of stacked place from head to rib cage to pelvis, just tipping over in a nice diagonal line. Yeah. Hinge and reach out. Hip bones folding over the front thigh. Okay, we've got that. For 4 more here. Okay. Notice that front foot. Personally, my toes are really wanting to grip on this side. Less stable on this side, so the foot is like, oh yeah, You don't feel stable here, so we're gonna grip to try to help you out. But see if you can instead spread. You've got a wall. You've got, you know, you can grab a chair. Anything if you need extra help balancing, it's not a problem. But see if you can let go of that tendency to grip in places that are not helpful to grip. We're gonna go down and hold. We're gonna spin the hip points open away from the wall slightly, and then back down. Right? We spin open. We come back down. Really fighting for a little bit more of that load into the ball of the left foot. Light on the heel. Yeah, we're here for 4. Right? Nothing's changing in this left leg. 3, 2, 1. Come on out of that. We've come back down to the 90-90 position with our left leg in front. We're going to take the arms wide or on the leg, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to press down into that front leg. We're going to hinge forward, heart out. Keep pushing into the side of that left leg as much as you can without gripping, tensing, anywhere else. Yeah, all in that left leg. Breathe in. When you get to that point where you feel like I can no longer add more of that push into the floor without it turning into tension somewhere else, you can stop there. I want you to change it to pulling up, like you're trying to pull the leg off of the floor. It's not going to happen, probably. You're still tipped forward in your spine, but you're engaging the muscles on the opposite side of what you're stretching to pull you deeper into that stretch. Right? We're here for 4. So you can do a little bit more, 2, and 1. Relax it out. All right. Great work. If you have any questions about that or need any modifications for any of the exercises we did in this video, please comment, please ask questions. I am happy to answer so that everyone gets the most out of this hip work. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.